If you're not looking for a fragrance that's gonna last all day, that's gonna have you smelling like a snack, but that's gonna have you smelling unique, then this video is not for you. I have 10 fragrances that are niche fragrances that last so long on the skin that will have you smelling amazing, smelling like a snack, smelling very luscious and luxurious. That's gonna have you standing out in the crowd, and that's gonna last forever. So go ahead and grab a seat, grab a drink, and let's get right into this video. The first fragrance that is super long lasting that's gonna have you smelling amazing is one from Kayali, and this one is Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. Now you guys, I already did the designer list, so if you didn't catch that list, go ahead and hit that link up right here, or I'll have it in the description box below for your convenience. But Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, it has pink pepper at the top, it has rose. Now Kayali said it didn't have oud, but I feel like it just reminds me of a fragrance that has oud. It has sweet, beautiful notes, and that rose in this fragrance is so delicious. This is a fragrance, when I first got it, I said, yeah, this is gonna be my favorite Kayali fragrance. Now that she has others, this is not the favorite, but this is definitely in my top 5 Kayali list. Comment down below if y'all would like to see a top 5 Kayali fragrance in my collection. But y'all, this right here will have you standing out. This will last 12 hours on the skin. Now, I know a lot of people say that Kayali fragrances don't last that long, and I am here to tell you the reason why you feel like it doesn't last that long is because she is pushing them out. So I highly recommend to just let them sit, okay? Because this right here only lasted a good 7 hours on my skin when I first got it. Now, literally after like 4 or 5 months of letting it sit, it lasts 12 hours on the skin. I literally have to make sure that I really want to wear this before I spray it on, because it is not going to go nowhere. It is super long lasting. When you walk into a room, you're gonna stand out. When you walk into a room, you're literally going to have people break their necks because you smell amazing. This is a fragrance that is super long lasting in my niche collection. If y'all didn't know this already, Kayali is literally one of the top 5 niche fragrance brands that I really love. I really love what Kayali is doing, and it's not because she sends me bottles, it's not because I go to their events, it's literally because the fragrances are good. I've been invited to events that have fragrances that I really don't like, so it's not because she is literally inviting me to these events. It's because her fragrances are really good, and they stand out and they smell delicious. So if you're trying to smell amazing and you're looking for a fragrance that's gonna last all day long and that's also unique, Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper by Kayali is one that you definitely need to try, and I highly recommend to have in your collection. Every girl needs this one in their collection, especially if you like rose. And I've heard some girls that don't like rose really like this one, so go ahead and check this one out. Now this next one is one that not a lot of people will find sexy, will find alluring, but if you do, then this fragrance right here is probably the best in my opinion. This is from Amouage, and it is Amouage Guidance. Now Amouage Guidance is one that is for the girls, okay? This one is one for the books for sure. When I first smelled it, oh my god, I fell in love. Every single time I take a whiff of this, I fall in love. It has pear at the top, in the middle you have rose and saffron, in the base you have sandalwood and vanilla. You guys, if you're trying to stand out, this is one that you definitely need to have in your collection. 1, it's extremely unique. 2, it smells amazing. And 3, no one, and I promise you, no one will smell like this unless you're going to a fragrance launch event or a fragrance event where, you know, there's a lot of fragrance enthusiasts. It's gonna be there, maybe, and it's still a very low chance of them smelling like you. Maybe you'll smell this, but I highly doubt that you'll smell this if you're going to your work event or if you're going to an event, like even a concert or wherever you're going. I highly doubt that you will smell this on someone. If you're trying to stand out and smell unique in a crowd, Amouage fragrances will definitely do that for you. But baby, when I tell you that Guidance will literally set the bar, girl, can no one reach it after you set it. This is so amazing. This is so long lasting. Honestly, I've worn this all day long. It was from 7 a.m. and I got home around 9. So you guys do the math. 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. and it was still going strong, to the point that when I walked into the room, my husband was like, dang girl, you smell good, what you wearing? And I said Guidance, and he was like, oh, that smells nice. Let me tell y'all something, this is not one for everybody, okay? But I highly recommend that you try this out. You could test it out at Twisted Lily because it is not a blind buy worthy fragrance, but I promise you, if you like this scent profile, then you'll really love this fragrance. I really enjoy this one. In the base, you have vanilla, agarwood, ambergris, and labdanum, and sandalwood. So it's really the perfect base for a long-lasting fragrance. Sandalwood give it that creaminess. Vanilla gives it that sweetness. Agarwood give it that woodiness. Agarwood is another way of saying oud, but it's not heavy on the oud, and that's why I feel like they didn't use the word oud. And then ambergris is giving like a salty, aquatic vibe, and then of course labdanum just makes it stand out, because honestly, whenever you have those bases in a fragrance, you are bound to have a sexy, alluring, sensual, and also unique fragrance. So definitely check this one out, especially if you're looking for something that lasts long and that's gonna get you the compliments. If you are looking for a bomb, and I'm talking about a bomb tuberose fragrance, this is the one that you need to try out. This is tuberose at its finest, and it's 100 Silent Ways. Now, y'all already know how I feel about Nishane fragrances. Look at the dent I have in this fragrance. And the reason why the dent is not as big as it should or would be compared to my other fragrances is because this thing lasts forever, okay? This one has notes of tuberose. It has peach and mandarin at the top. In the mid, you have gardenia, jasmine, orris, and then in the base, you have vanilla, sandalwood, and vetiver. Girl, get your life with this one. It is sweet. It is sexy. It's alluring. It's long lasting. This fragrance never steers me wrong. It smells amazing on a woman and amazing on a man. My husband kind of wear this one more than me because he be going to work and he's just like, oh, let me wear that Nishane. And I'm just like, sure, no problem. This one is super sweet. It's super sexy, but it's not a cloying sweet. So it's a sweetness that you can bear. I like wearing this in the winter and in the fall time, and I honestly like wearing it in the summertime. For the springtime, I kind of want something light because of all the winter scents. I really crave something light and fresh, so that's why I don't pull for this one in the springtime. But once that summer hit and I am tired of the fresh and musky clean fragrances, oh, I pull this baby out and it never fails. If you're looking for something long lasting, look no further, especially if you want a tuberose fragrance. 100 Silent Ways is definitely not silent when you put it on. Now, this one is a fragrance that I have been dying to get, but I was waiting for my decant, a 30 ml decant, to be done. And the moment I finished that decant, I instantly purchased this fragrance, and it is from Montale, and it is Chocolate Greedy. You guys, this is the only chocolate and vanilla fragrance that you need in your collection. It is so strong. This has notes of cacao, vanilla, tonka bean, bitter orange, dried fruits, and coffee. Now, on my skin, I don't get that much of a coffee note. It's really in the background for me. What I get is that cacao, that vanilla, and the tonka bean. Tonka bean definitely gives off a sweet, powdery vibe. Vanilla, definitely sweet. Cacao also gives that chocolatey, powdered vibe, like a cocoa. And then that bitter orange is literally the icing on the cake. Bitter orange, in my opinion, is really good with gourmand fragrances. Bitter orange and blood orange. Ooh, just give me all of that. This fragrance is long lasting. It lasts a little too long. Every single time I wear this fragrance, I get so much compliments. One time, a little kid walked up to me and was like, ma'am, you smell like vanilla cake. And I was like, really? And they was like, yeah, you smell really good. And I was like, thank you so much. Literally, I wouldn't even say that kid is like what? That kid, I probably wasn't even 5. Really like youthful. You know how kids talk, like instead of saying fingers, they say dingers. Instead of saying you welcome, they say you welcome. Like, you know, that's exactly how they were talking. So I thought that was so cute. So yeah, even kids are complimenting me on this. Literally, this will have you smelling so delicious. Remember earlier I was telling you, if you're looking for a fragrance that's gonna have you standing out, that's gonna have you smelling very sexy and alluring, this one is definitely it. The only thing I don't like is how this dangles. It's definitely giving soda can, but I'm not mad at it. One thing about this, if you have it in the sun, it's not gonna go bad because of the can, but I like how the colors look on these bottles, but it's not my favorite. But the juice in this, oh man, talk about long lasting. This will give you 12 hours plus. I remember when me and Mark, I feel like we went to, not the Strawberry Festival, but we went to a festival and I layered the fragrance. I literally topped off my fragrance with this just to give like a chocolatey vanilla vibe. And when I tell you guys that this lasted longer than the fragrance I was trying to layer it with. So the whole time I was smelling like chocolates and vanilla and tonka bean and cacao. And I was just like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Like, how you last longer than the fragrance that was the main fragrance? I was literally topping you off. So if you're looking for a fragrance that's gonna last long and that's affordable, then this one is definitely it. Now, of course, at Twisted Lily is $180, but I will link a cheaper price for you guys. But it's bomb. It's bomb. bomb. If it's not in stock, then you'll only see the Twisted Lily one. But if it is in stock on the discounter website, then I'll link that one for you. But yeah, Chocolate Greedy can get it all the time. I really like this fragrance. It is such an alluring, unique vanilla fragrance and chocolate fragrance. If you're looking for a gourmand that you can wear all year round, this one is it. Because of that bitter orange, I feel like it just gives it a little bit of a zesty vibe. So it's perfect to wear all year round. It's not cloying at all. And you're not gonna feel like you're suffocating. I really like this one, and it's perfect for layering. Simply Modern Cup, linked in the description box below. Y'all know I gotta stay hydrated. This next fragrance is a summer staple. If you don't have this in your collection for the summertime, before the summer ends, go ahead and grab it. This is a summer staple, like I said, but this one right here is for the girls that's gonna be outside. If you're gonna be outside, this is the one for you. If you're gonna be on a vacation, this is the one for you. If you're gonna be on a yacht, if you're gonna be on somebody's beach, if you're gonna be on somebody's island, this is the one that you need to wear. And it's from Simone and Andreoli, and it's Leisure in Paradise. And y'all honestly could see that I've been wearing her, especially for my travels. She has the notes of coconut, vanilla, papaya, pineapple, and woody notes. Oh my God, the perfect summer scent, especially if you're going out to dates, if you're going, you know, to Hawaii and it's hot outside, but you want to smell alluring, sexy, scrumdiddlyicious. This is it. Every single time I wear this fragrance, you guys, I get the most compliments. I feel like out of these fragrances right here, this is the one that's most complimented because it's so easy to like. It is sweet, it's tropical, it has those exotic papaya notes in here that gives off, ooh, the papaya and the pineapple literally gives off luxurious. If you're looking for a fragrance that's gonna last all day during the summertime, which is very rare and hard to find, this one is it. I highly recommend for you to pack this if you're going on a vacation this summer, especially right now. Like, this works so good in the heat. It is not cloying, but you're gonna smell good all day. And I'm talking about even though you're sweating, you're going to smell good all day long. Take it from me. I went to Hawaii wearing this fragrance during me and Mark's crazy excursions, and it did not disappoint at all. And I actually got 2 compliments. I got a compliment from the bell guy, the guy that takes our luggage, and then I got a compliment from a random stranger in the elevator. They were like, wow, you smell divine. Leisure in Paradise by Simone and Andreoli. Perfect for the summertime. This one is one for the girls that really want to stand out. Now, this is going to be my summer date night fragrance. This is going to be my summer special occasion type of fragrance. This is going to be the one that I'm going to wear if I want to walk into a room after my fragrance walk-in. Like if I'm in a car and they open the door, the fragrance get out first. This is the one, okay? And it's from La Perla, and it is Let the Dance Begin. Now, I talked about this during the fall and winter time, but I recently wore it. Oh, Jesus, this smells so good. Ooh, I recently wore this to a get together a few weeks ago, and it was amazing. It has the top notes of Davana, cardamom, black pepper, pink pepper, citruses, neroli, bergamot, and orange. In the mid, you have cinnamon, caramel, tuberose, geranium, damask rose, and ylang-ylang. In the base, you have cashmere, patchouli, tonka bean, cedar, and sandalwood. So with all those notes, you already know that this is a powerhouse of a fragrance. It is super unique. It doesn't smell like anything that I've smelled. La Perla has some really great fragrances. The masterminds behind these fragrances are just out of this world, because like I smell this and it really doesn't smell like nothing. Like it doesn't even remind me of anything that I have, and that says a lot. So if you're trying to smell unique, this is beautiful. The tuberose and the caramel and the cinnamon in this fragrance is just to die for. And I feel like this fragrance takes you on a journey. Like you start off with a bright floral peppery opening, and then in the mid you get that beautiful caramel sweet fragrance. Let the dance begin. I love it because it is definitely setting the vibes for date night, black tie event, wearing a long dress, your hair sleek back, looking very glowy. You can wear this during the fall and winter time, but it shines really nice during the summer nights. I don't know what it is about this fragrance. When you smell it, you're gonna be like, is this for the summertime? But like, trust me on this. Put a little bit of it on in the summertime, especially the evening, and you're gonna be like, whoa, Abby was onto something. And I promise you, this is not a fragrance that you layer. It is just a powerhouse on its own. It takes you on a journey. It is not linear at all. So yeah, every single time I wear this, and I've only worn it 4 times, I get compliments. This was gifted to me by La Perla, and I honestly feel like I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple more because they're so good. This is literally true luxury. If you're looking for a fragrance to splurge on, definitely try out Let the Dance Begin, but please don't blind buy it. Find a sample so you can smell it because it is a unique fragrance. If you have a Neiman Marcus or a Bloomingdale's, I think it's at Bloomingdale's. Yeah, if you have a Bloomingdale's, go ahead and sniff it out first before you make that decision. And please spray it on your skin before you make that decision because this is, like I said, a fragrance that takes you on a journey. It does not smell like the opening for long. It does not smell like the mid for long, even though you still get a little bit of the mid and the opening at the dry down, but like the dry down is where the fragrance shines. Let the Dance Begin will literally have you guys smelling like a snack. If you're looking for another summer fragrance, this is perfect. This is a fragrance that I sprayed on my dress, a gown. After I performed, I took the gown in for dry cleaning a month later. On the way there, I smelled it in the car. Once I got to the dry cleaners and I gave it to them, they was like, wow, your clothes smell good. When I came back 2 weeks later, because I was traveling, the dry cleaning was probably done maybe like 3 days later. I picked it up. They said that they had to dry clean it 3 times to take this scent out. When I got it, I still smelled it on there. If that doesn't tell you anything that you need to know about this fragrance, just go ahead and click off this video because this video is not for you. This is a fragrance that everyone needs in their collection, and it is Stricnina. This has the top notes of passion fruit, cassis, lemon, and bergamot. In the mid, you have raspberry, peach, floral notes, green notes, and cinnamon. In the base, you have sweet notes, musk, vanilla, amber, and woody notes. If you're looking for one fragrance that you could wear throughout the whole summertime, this one is it. Stricnina by Vuitton. Love it, love it, love it. Talk about long lasting. I always get compliments whenever I wear this, whenever Mark wears this, because it's one of those fragrances that on a man, it's very woody and fresh and spicy, but on a woman, it is sexy. You get all the florals, you get the sweetness. It just does something to the chemistry that I just don't understand. And on a man, it smells divine, but on a woman, girl. This literally exudes excellence. It's luxurious and it's a confidence booster. I adore this fragrance. I feel like I have a good dent because I was wearing this all 2022. This was my signature scent all of 2022. If you're looking for a powerhouse of a fragrance, Stricnina is the one for you. Now this one is for my girls that likes those dark, ambery, very sensual, sexy fragrances. Narcotic Delights by Initio Perfumes. Narcotic Delight. Now this one has the top notes of cherry, pink pepper, and black pepper. In the mid, you have cognac and Hidion. In the base, you have tobacco and vanilla. Ooh, oh my gosh, narcotic. You know how narcotics are. They are addicting. And I feel like that's the reason why this have that name, because this is addictive. I got this earlier this year, and when I got it, I wore it for 1 week straight. It is so good. My husband did the same. It is so good. That cherry in this fragrance is beautiful. It's not a heavy cherry, but it is one that you will definitely notice. But in this fragrance, you really get more of that cognac, the tobacco, the vanilla, and the Hidion. You already know Initio fragrances, they are literally known for their Hidion. If you don't smell an Initio fragrance with Hidion, just know that Initio just didn't feel like making a real fragrance, okay? It is so good. It is such a captivating, alluring fragrance. I would wear this for date night during this time of year. Yeah, I am living in a tropical state where 9 times out of 10 it is super hot. So what you think I'm gonna do with all my sexy, alluring fragrances? You think I'm gonna just let them collect dust? No, baby, I'm gonna wear them. And some of them I really realize that they just don't work, but some of them just works. You wear what you want. You don't have to go with a theme or even a seasonal rule. I do the videos because there's people that genuinely want to know what to wear in the summertime, spring, fall, and winter. But honestly, you can wear whatever you want at any time you want. It's your fragrance, you paid for it. Can nobody tell you nothing? And this is one that I feel like works perfect during summer nights. If you're going out on a date, if you're going to a special event, meeting the parents for the first time, like it is such a sexy, well, maybe not meeting the parents because they're gonna be like, damn, you know, but no, so sexy, so alluring. And every single time now, honestly, I feel like this smells like Mark for me now, because when I was wearing it for that 1 week, it smelled amazing. But when Mark wore it, it literally meshed with his skin. It smelled like him, and I'm here for it. So So this already reminds me of Mark. Like every single time I smell it, it reminds me of Mark. I don't know what it is. Like it just reminds me of him because he wore the living crap out of this for 1 week. And he was reapplying. And it lasts all day long. Honestly, the first time I got this fragrance, Mark was the one that wear it. And he had a 10-hour shift. And he came back blowing up the car because he smelled so good. Yeah. This right here is one for the girls. It is so long lasting. You cannot go wrong with this. Now this next one is one for the girls that like tobacco and rose. I love this fragrance. And I feel like this is the only tobacco fragrance that I feel like that can be worn all year long. Tabac Rose by BDK Parfums. Now this one has top notes of plum, pink pepper, and Italian lemon. In the mid you have Turkish rose, chocolate, and cinnamon. In the base you have tobacco, Indonesian patchouli leaf, and Spanish labdanum. Wow. Talk about a sexy, alluring, beautiful rose chocolatey tobacco fragrance. Oh my gosh, the rose is so fresh in this fragrance. The plum is very alluring and is very sophisticated. The dry down, oh my god, it doesn't smell like nothing I've smelled before. It definitely smells like its own fragrance. And the reason why I say that, because some fragrances do remind you of others. They're not the same, but they do remind you of others. Every time I wear this fragrance, Mark is always like, what are you wearing? It's alluring, it's sexy. He doesn't use the words alluring. He says, ooh, it just makes me want to bite you. He always wants to bite somebody. This Tabac Rose, this right here will have them breaking their necks every single time you wear it. It lasts so long on the skin, it will get you the compliments, and this one literally needs no introduction. It is just that good. Definitely check out Tabac Rose by BDK Parfum. You will not be disappointed at all. It is one that is perfect for date night. I love wearing this for date night. And for the girls that don't like tobacco, I feel like this is a safe tobacco fragrance for you. It is such a beautiful fragrance, and honestly, if I were to finish this fragrance or if it broke or anything, I would instantly repurchase it again, because out of the entire BDK line, I feel like this is one of my favorites for sure. Y'all know my favorite is Gris Charnel, but this one can get it. And the last, but certainly not least, is one of the most long-lasting out of this entire list. And it's kind of hard to determine that because all of these last long. But baby, this one right here, it does not compare to none of these. And the most long-lasting one before this one was Stricnina. This one doesn't even compare. They don't even come close. It's one from Louis Vuitton, and it's Ombre Nomade. Now this one, my husband got it for me in Miami when I hit 70K. It is my first Louis Vuitton fragrance, and let's just say this has made me fall in love with Louis Vuitton even more. The brand is so unique when it comes to the fragrances. This one has agarwood, oud, incense, rose, raspberry, saffron, amber, wood, birch, benzoin, and geranium. Simply put, this smells like a sexy, well-dressed man. I love it. I have not gotten the chance to wear this fragrance because my husband bought it for me, but every time I want to pull for it or I want to wear it, he picks it up and he wears it, and it just works. He loves this fragrance. He tried to stop himself from wearing this, and he's worn it in the wintertime, he's worn it in the summertime, and in the springtime, and it never chokes him out. It's never cloying whenever he wears it around me, and I love it. It is super long lasting, and I want you guys to know that the reason why I'm making this video is because there are niche fragrances that really does not last long, and I want you guys to spend y'all money wisely. So if you're looking for fragrances that last all day long, this is the one for you. This one is Ombre Nomade, and this is one that honestly I feel like leans more masculine, but if you're a girl that don't mind and that doesn't see gender in fragrance, then this one is amazing. You definitely need to check this one out. Like I said, if you're looking for fragrances that's gonna last all day, that's gonna get you the confidence, that's gonna have you smelling like a snack, that's sexy, alluring, this is the list for you. I'll have everything linked in the description box below for you guys, and if I have any links that are cheaper than the retail value, then I'll have it linked in the description box below. And if it is your first time here, welcome. My name is Abby, and on this channel we talk about fragrances, we do beauty and lifestyle. And if it is your first time here, go ahead and consider subscribing. It's definitely free, and once you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and turn on that notification bell and put it on also, that you don't miss nothing that I post. Until we see each other again, please stay safe and keep on smelling fragrances. Bye, cherry bombs. Bye.